Are we manipulating people into the kingdom?
If someone says, yes, I know I'm a sinner, yes, I want to go to heaven, then here's the famous, all of you at the sound of my voice who want to go to heaven, raise your hand. I see that hand. Now, while this is going on, the choir has been instructed to play certain music. Not only that, but the evangelist has placed people, believers, throughout the congregation or the auditorium who are known that they know that when the evangelist raises their hand and gives the invitation, they're to come forward to make it easier for unbelievers to come forward. That is psychological manipulation. It is not the power of God. And it's what has to be done today in America because truth is not being preached and the power of the Holy Spirit is not being manifested in the lives of men. Who told us this stuff? Where did we get this? How could we have such a low view of the gospel of Jesus Christ that we have to manipulate men psychologically to get them to come down and pray a prayer?
Seriously, I'm not trying to poke you in the eye. Let's ponder this, though, together. Hey, you want to be biblical. We all want to be biblical. So let's just examine what we are doing with the invitation and the altar call. Really, the concept was introduced in the mid-19th century. Charles Finney and others came up with the anxious bench. Hey, if you're feeling anxious, come on up here and we'll talk to you. And then ultimately, the thing kind of evolved rather quickly into a you must come forward in order to publicly declare your faith. Well, this now has become somewhat of a formula. I challenge you, Google how to do an altar call. You'll be shocked at the number of papers and presentations that have been written on how to do an altar call for the greatest success. That should cause us to pause. If I, the preacher, do this, then I do that, then I do this, then I do that, then they will walk the aisle, they will say a prayer. Yikes! Then doesn't it seem like I am manipulating them? However, when we consider that salvation is of the Lord, it is the preaching of the Word, working with the Holy Spirit, regenerating a human being, then if the individual wants to come flying up to the altar or you even want to invite them up for a place to wipe out, that I think is perfectly fine. But let's ask the question, is this something that should happen that quickly?